As I wandered through the dense forest, my heart pounded in my chest. The woods seemed darker than usual, and the branches of the trees reached out like gnarled fingers, clawing at the sky. A feeling of unease crept over me, but my curiosity drove me forward. I had heard rumors about a strange house that did not exist, and my adventurous spirit pushed me to uncover the truth. Suddenly, amidst the shadows, I saw it, a house that seemed to materialize out of thin air. It was like no other building I had ever seen. Its architecture defied logic, with walls that seemed to twist and contort, and windows that appeared to blink like eyes. I hesitated, but an irresistible force seemed to draw me closer. As I approached the peculiar house, the air turned icy cold, and an eerie mist enveloped my surroundings. "Hello," I called out, my voice barely above a whisper. The door of the house creaked open without a sound, inviting me inside. Reluctantly, I stepped over the threshold, and the door slammed shut behind me. The interior was as bizarre as the exterior, rooms that seemed to shift and rearrange, hallways that stretched into infinity, and paintings on the walls that appeared to watch my every move. "This is getting wild," I muttered to myself, trying to keep my fear at bay. I couldn't explain the sense of foreboding that had settled over me, but I pressed on, determined to uncover the secrets of this enigmatic place. As I explored further, I stumbled upon strange relics scattered throughout the house. Old photographs of people I did not recognize, books written in languages I couldn't comprehend, and bizarre artifacts from distant lands filled the rooms. In one room, I found a dusty journal. As I flipped through its pages, I discovered tales of other travelers who had entered the house, never to return. Each story ended abruptly, leaving no clues to their fate. The unsettling narrative sent shivers down my spine. Determined to escape this surreal nightmare, I searched for a way out, but the house seemed to mock my attempts. Every door led to another perplexing corridor, and every window revealed a distorted view of the outside world. At times, I thought I heard voices whispering from the walls, urging me to stay, but I resisted their tempting calls. I was determined to break free from the clutches of this eerie house, to defy its unnatural grip on reality. Days turned into weeks as I wandered through the ever-changing labyrinth of the strange house. My fear grew, and I longed for the warmth of daylight and the touch of familiar ground beneath my feet. Through it all, I encountered other lost souls, trapped in the house just like me. We formed an unlikely camaraderie, sharing stories of our lives before this haunting place consumed us. Each day brought new challenges, and each night brought haunting dreams that blurred the lines between reality and illusion. Yet, as strange and unsettling as the house was, it held an inexplicable allure. It whispered promises of secrets and knowledge beyond imagination. The more we explored, the more we craved answers, even as we feared the consequences. In the endless expanse of this eerie realm, the boundaries of time and space blurred, and we became like ghosts ourselves, forever caught in the enigmatic dance of the strange house that did not exist. As we delved deeper into the enigmatic house, our group of lost souls grew closer, bound by our shared experience and unquenchable curiosity. We discovered hidden passages and secret rooms that seemed to materialize as if responding to our collective desire for answers. One day, while exploring a particularly unsettling chamber, we stumbled upon a peculiar contraption, a strange clock adorned with symbols and sigils from various ancient civilizations. The clock's hands moved without ticking, and it emanated an otherworldly glow. A feeling of both fascination and dread washed over us as we deciphered the cryptic symbols. It seemed that this clock held the key to understanding the true nature of the house, a key that might grant us freedom or seal our fates forever. But as we continued to unravel the mysteries of the clock, tensions arose within our group. Some believed that tampering with such an artifact could lead to catastrophic consequences, while others saw it as the only hope of escaping the house's clutches. The once meaningful dialogues between us turned into heated debates, laced with dramatic irony as we argued over the right course of action. Each member of our group represented a different perspective, a unique lens through which we viewed our predicament. In media res, the clock began to emit an eerie hum, and the house seemed to respond to its awakening. The walls shifted and groaned, and the very air crackled with an ominous energy. Time became a malleable concept, bending to the will of the clock. As the tension escalated, the house itself seemed to feed on our fear, manifesting our deepest nightmares in vivid detail. The imagery that surrounded us grew even more disturbing, blurring the lines between reality and the surreal. Amidst the chaos, I found myself contemplating the metaphors and similes that had guided my life until that point. The journey through the strange house had become a metaphor for the unpredictable and unsettling nature of existence, where every step forward led to more questions and uncertainty. In the face of the unknown, I clung to the friendships formed within the strange house. We became a family, supporting and challenging each other in equal measure. Together, we navigated the ever-shifting maze with unwavering determination. In moments of respite, we shared our personal stories, weaving flashbacks of our past lives into the tapestry of the present. The stories we shared served as dialogue hooks that kept us engaged in the relentless pursuit of answers. As we uncovered more of the house's secrets, we learned that it was a manifestation of collective consciousness, shaped by the fears and desires of those who entered it. The very house was a living entity, thriving on the emotions and thoughts of the lost souls it ensnared. But even armed with this newfound knowledge, our escape remained elusive. The strange house had become a reflection of our own inner turmoil, and breaking free required confronting our deepest fears. The clock's hum grew louder, signaling a shift in the house's reality. Time and space folded in on themselves, and we found ourselves reliving haunting memories from our pasts. These flashbacks revealed connections between our lives, weaving a complex web of fate that bound us together in this eerie realm. As the story unfolds, our characters continue to grapple with their fears and desires, and the strange house constantly challenges us with new enigmas and terrors. The suspense builds, the tension rises, and our journey through the uncanny abode remains perpetually open-ended. As we pressed on through the ever-changing corridors of the strange house, the clock's enigmatic hum echoed in our ears, a constant reminder of the mysteries that lay ahead. Our group's dynamic shifted, and we found ourselves divided into those who sought to harness the clock's power and those who believed it was a malevolent force to be left untouched. As we journeyed deeper into the house's unsettling heart, we encountered unsettling illusions and nightmarish visions. It was as if the house fed off our emotions, conjuring manifestations of our deepest fears and regrets. Each step forward felt like an agonizing battle between our determination to escape and the inexplicable allure of the house's secrets. Amidst the chaos, I discovered an ancient tome filled with forgotten knowledge. The book held the history of the strange house, dating back centuries. It revealed that the house had existed in various forms throughout time, drawing in unsuspecting wanderers to become entangled in its web of illusions and reality-bending traps. Intrigued by the historical revelations, I began to theorize that the clock was the heart of the house, a conduit that allowed it to manipulate time and space. The more I learned, the more I realized that our predicament was no mere accident. We were chosen by the house to become pawns in its never-ending game. Our characters found solace in sharing their pasts, seeking comfort in the empathetic dialogues that blossomed between us. We discovered the unexpected connections that bound us together, finding strength in our shared vulnerability and resolve to confront the sinister force that held us captive. With each new revelation, we encountered fresh challenges and unexpected twists. The line between friend and foe blurred, and we were forced to question our own perceptions of reality. It became clear that the house thrived on our doubts and confusion, using them to manipulate our every move. In a daring attempt to break free from the relentless cycle, we united our efforts to decipher the cryptic symbols on the clock. In doing so, we uncovered the power of foreshadowing, a glimpse into potential futures shaped by our choices. The weight of responsibility weighed heavily on us as we navigated the branching paths of destiny. Yet, despite our best efforts, the house's grip on us remained unyielding. The deeper we delved, the more we understood that the story had no end, no resolution. It was a labyrinth of unending possibilities, where the line between reality and illusion blurred into a perpetual twilight. The characters' internal struggles mirrored the external challenges they faced. They grappled with their darkest fears and regrets, haunted by their past actions and decisions. Each twist of the plot added layers of complexity to the story, as our characters confronted not just the house, but their own inner demons. And so, the tale continues, forever unfolding, evolving, and taking new shapes. The strange house that does not exist remains a haunting enigma, drawing in wanderers like us, luring us with the promise of untold knowledge and mysteries. The story is one of perpetual suspense, where tension and intrigue linger with every turn of the page. As we forge ahead into the unknown, our characters' destinies intertwine, their narratives forever entwined within the walls of the mysterious house. In our relentless pursuit of answers, we decided to take a different approach. Instead of trying to escape the strange house, we resolved to confront its malevolent force head-on. The clock's hum grew louder, almost as if acknowledging our defiance. With newfound determination, we sought to understand the true nature of the clock and the house it controlled. We delved into historical records and ancient texts, searching for clues that would unlock the secrets of this uncanny abode. The characters' interactions became more profound, as we shared our personal experiences and fears openly. Each member of the group had a unique piece of the puzzle, and it was through our meaningful dialogues that we pieced together the fragments of the strange house's dark history. As we explored further, we discovered that the house's existence was tied to a cursed artifact, an ancient amulet that had been lost to the annals of time. Legend had it that whoever possessed the amulet would gain control over the house's reality-warping abilities. Our group became determined to find the amulet and break the sinister hold it had over the house and its occupants. Our journey took us through perilous traps, illusory landscapes, and encounters with shadowy entities that seemed to be born from our own fears. Time and space warped around us as we ventured deeper into the house's core. We witnessed glimpses of the past, present, and potential futures, blurring the lines between what was real and what was an illusion. Yet, with each challenge we overcame, we felt a strange kinship with the house, as if it were testing us, pushing us to our limits to determine our worthiness. Our characters' struggles mirrored our own, grappling with morality, identity, and the consequences of our actions. But as we inched closer to the amulet's location, the house fought back with even greater ferocity. It conjured nightmarish visions and illusions that tested our resolve and unity. The bond forged between us was the only thing that kept us from succumbing to the malevolence of the strange house. Finally, in a climactic confrontation, we stood before the source of the house's power, the ancient amulet. It radiated a malevolent energy that threatened to consume us. It was a test of wills, a battle of good against evil, as we grappled with the choice of either destroying the amulet or claiming its power for ourselves. The decision hung in the air, and the weight of the choice was palpable. It was a cliffhanger, the ultimate moment of suspense, as we weighed the consequences of our actions and the potential impact on the house and its never-ending story. And there, at the precipice of destiny, the clock stopped ticking. Time stood still, freezing the moment in a suspended reality. The future remained uncertain, and the conclusion was yet to be written. As the clock stopped ticking, we found ourselves in a moment frozen in time. The weight of our decision hung heavy in the air, and uncertainty gripped our hearts. With the ancient amulet before us, its malevolent energy pulsed like a heartbeat. The house seemed to hold its breath, as if anticipating the outcome of our choice. It was a pivotal moment in the ever-unfolding narrative. As we exchanged glances with one another, the dialogues that had brought us closer together became the lifeline that guided our thoughts. We knew that the power of the amulet could tip the scales of fate, but at what cost? The group was divided once again, as some believed the amulet should be destroyed to end the house's torment once and for all, while others saw it as an opportunity to harness its power for good. Our protagonist, driven by empathy and compassion, saw the potential for using the amulet's power to free not just ourselves but the countless lost souls trapped in the strange house. This metaphoric irony resonated deeply with our group, as we grappled with the implications of wielding such power. The atmosphere was thick with tension and suspense as we stood at the threshold of our choices. The house seemed to react to our inner turmoil, creating a whirlwind of illusions that tested our resolve and conviction. With each passing moment, the amulet's allure grew stronger, promising knowledge beyond imagination and the ability to bend reality to our will. Yet, we couldn't shake the feeling that such power came at a steep price, a price we might not be willing to pay. In the midst of this turmoil, the characters' personalities shone through, their individual strengths and weaknesses accentuated by the surreal circumstances. The visual illustrations of their internal struggles were etched on their faces, painted with the brushstrokes of uncertainty. It was a dramatic irony, a moment where our characters faced the ultimate test of their principles and values. The journey through the strange house had become a metaphor for the complexity of human nature, where the line between good and evil blurred, and choices defined destinies. As we contemplated our decision, the strange house seemed to taunt us, offering cryptic clues and enigmatic riddles. The walls whispered secrets, and the illusions intensified, making it increasingly difficult to discern reality from fiction. At the heart of this never-ending story, the clock's hands remained frozen, and time itself appeared to stand still. The narrative hung in suspension, waiting for our next move to shape its course. The question loomed over us like a shadow: what would we do? Would we embrace the amulet's power and risk losing ourselves in the process, or would we break the cycle and let go of the strange house's hold? The story hung on a precipice, the outcome unknown, as we awaited your decision to determine the path our characters would take. With a collective resolve to break the cycle, we decided to resist the allure of the amulet's power. The little urge to embrace its dark influence was pushed aside, overshadowed by our determination to free ourselves and others from the strange house's grip. In an act of courage and defiance, we stepped forward to destroy the cursed artifact. The amulet vibrated with malevolence, resisting our efforts, but our unity proved stronger. It was a moment of dramatic irony, as the house fought to keep us ensnared, but we fought back with unwavering resolve. As we channeled all our strength and determination, the amulet shattered into a million pieces. A burst of energy surged through the house, shaking its very foundations. Reality itself seemed to warp and twist in response to the amulet's destruction. The house's illusions intensified, attempting to lure us back into its enigmatic embrace. Yet, our bond as a group grew stronger, and we held each other's hands tightly, refusing to succumb to the seductive illusions. As the house fought to regain control, we used the newfound clarity to navigate its shifting corridors with purpose. The strange house, now weakened by the loss of the amulet's power, struggled to maintain its grasp on reality. We discovered a hidden door leading to an ethereal chamber, a place that held the key to our escape. There, amidst the ancient symbols and glowing sigils, we found a portal that promised freedom. With a shared resolve, we stepped through the portal, leaving the strange house behind. As we emerged on the other side, the sense of relief was palpable. We had broken free from the never-ending story, escaping the house's clutches. But the story did not end there. Our characters, forever changed by the harrowing experience, carried the lessons and memories with them. The strange house had become a part of us, an indelible mark on our souls. As we ventured into the unknown, we couldn't help but wonder about the countless other wanderers who might still be trapped within the strange house. Our journey was no longer just about our escape, it was about helping others find their way to freedom. The group's dynamics evolved as we embraced our roles as guides for those still lost within the surreal labyrinth. Our dialogues became beacons of hope, reaching out to fellow travelers and offering them strength to resist the temptations of the house. We explored new worlds and dimensions, never staying in one place for too long. Our quest to break the cycle of the strange house's malevolence continued, but now it was a journey of empathy, compassion, and understanding. The tale was now an exploration of humanity's resilience and the power of unity in the face of darkness. Each step forward brought new challenges, but with each challenge, our characters grew stronger and wiser. And so, the never-ending story goes on, forever evolving, taking new forms, and touching the hearts of readers who journey alongside us. The strange house that did not exist had become a metaphor for the trials and tribulations of life, a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure and triumph. With the amulet's destruction, the house's grasp on reality weakened, but its enigmatic allure remained. As long as there were lost souls searching for answers, the story would continue, guiding them toward the light of liberation.